Hello, everyone. My name is Jay Bird, and let me adjust my microphone. Welcome back to 1000 Lies. Without any further ado, let's get right back to where we left off last time. Which is here. Yay! Getting out on the wrong side of the bed. It's an expression used to justify it when you act grumpy after waking up, even if there's no real proof to back up its legitimacy. I have a story about that expression, actually. When I was a little kid, my childhood, my stepdad, who was just my ex-stepdad, I guess, my former stepfather, he's a whole other beast to tackle, but he had a son named Gabe, and his son was so annoying, but every time his son would come over to, stay with us for like a week or something, he would make us play with him. But the thing was that he knew that that me and my brother hated him because he was just so annoying. He has ADHD and was unmedicated, and it was really fucking annoying. And at one point, like, this made me like super like grumpy towards him and stuff, and just mean and stuff like that in general. And because of that, because of my attitude, which was basically justified in my point of view, he had my mom take me to a child psychologist or something. And the psychologist basically opened up this kid's book and was reading it to me and telling me, like, it was about this girl who woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And it's like, oh, she's all mad and grumpy all day, but no one likes her. So it's like, oh, well, she has to be nicer now. She has to be nice. That's basically what I was told. I was told to be nice to this kid that I didn't like at all and was forced to play with. And that, every time I think about that particular memory and that time that my mom took me to therapy or not therapy, child psychologist, because I didn't like playing with my stepbrother who was really fucking annoying. That pisses me off so much. So much. There's more bullshit that I can tell you about, but I won't do it here because this is a game. Maybe if someone tells me to make a video about my childhood, I probably will. Specifically about my stepfather and former stepfather and all this bullshit he put me through. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I will probably make that video someday. But not now. But anyways, we were playing a game, weren't we? Sorry, I just had to get that out of my system. I hope you understand. People were quite superstitious in the past when it came to customs, so blaming getting out on the wrong side of bed as being the source of your problems was normal. Even something simple like having a cloudy day like today would be considered an ill omen. Nowadays, nobody really takes those customs seriously, but it doesn't change the fact that you can still use them when you get the feeling that nothing will go as expected. Truth is, I don't know from which side of the bed I got out on this morning. Left, right, or just rolled off wrapped in the sheets, which happens more often than it should. Oh, another thing about that story is that growing up, my bed was directly next to a wall, and it's still like that to this day. At one point, we did move it to the center of my room, but that's besides the point. But yeah, it was against the wall. The side of it was against the wall, so there basically only one side to get out of. So like I was reading that book, I'm just like, this doesn't apply to me. I only have one side of my bed to get out of. And the psychiatrist or whatever, psychiatrist, I don't know, something like that. He was all like, It's still the thing still it still stands. The saying still stands. But you can't just say that to a child. The child's not gonna understand. A child's not gonna understand that. They're gonna take it literally, like I did. But anyways. But in its place, I got something even worse. A call from Aussie asking if I could visit him and let him copy my notes from school. It seems that he copied the wrong ones last time. Do I think that something like that's considered an ill omen? Of course not. I know it is. Who? I find it kind of spooky that this game is really silent right now. The first sign that validates my suspicion appears even earlier than expected. Over this past week, I've had coincidental meetings pretty much every single day with a certain short but loudmouth girl named Claire. I don't even know how she manages to magically appear every time. She's a magical girl. In any case, all I know is that it's impossible for me to try and figure out her real intentions. Oh, good. Noise. Okay, now you have to tell me something. What was the meaning of all of those emails? All of them were cryptic sounding. Why was that?
You offend me, Sharon. Now I must ask for a slushie to compensate for such a despicable attack.
You've already got ice cream for the same reason. Stop trying to spend all of my money.
It's not a real date if the man doesn't pay. Can't you understand something so simple?
So this is a date and I didn't even realize it. Can you please stop complicating things and give me an answer?
What do you think?
Don't answer with a question.
Well, I won't deny that I was trying to make them sound mystical and intriguing. That's it, more or less. Now my slushie, please.
You're impossible. No, I'm not gonna treat you to anything, no matter how offended you pretend to be. But I do know a good place for slushies, so we can go there if you want.
Deep, like really deep down, you're a good person, right, Sharon? Everything else is a facade.
I'm done. I'm done. No slushie for you.
It was a compliment. Don't get mad. Boo. You must be the only person in the entire world who gets angry when they're praised.
Remembering our past encounters, I open the front gate, wondering when and where Claire will appear in front of me today. Spot on. Of course, my answer is in front of me already.
There you are, Sharon. I've been waiting for you. I was starting to think you'd never leave.
Hi, Claire. One quick question before I suffer from an embolism. Can you tell me what the hell you're doing at my house?
Well, I wanted to see you. What else could it be? You're such a dummy. Every new question you ask me is stupider than the last.
Normal people usually ring the doorbell instead of waiting in front of a house that they weren't invited to visit. That and considering your track record, well, are you by any chance climbing up nearby trees to spy on me with a pair of binoculars or anything?
Don't be ridiculous. Trees are too tall and it's dangerous.
You talk as if you've already tried it.
Well then, are you going to stand there all day? Let's go.
You don't even know where I'm going.
And since when has that mattered?
She turns around holding her hat so that it doesn't fall off, cheerful as if everything in the world could only get better. Who knows, sometimes I think I should get as far away from Claire as possible, but when I see her like this, I think that maybe it's actually possible to get out on the right side of the bed. Even if she has binoculars, it's not like she knows which window is the one for my room, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Of Of course I know. It's the upper right one.
I look at Claire. I look back to my house and confirm that it is indeed my window. Then I look back at Claire. I lose my shit. How do you know that? Listen to me. This is important, goddammit. I get no response. I love that so much. I love that so much. I get no response. I get no response. We're as distant now as in all of our previous encounters. Instead, she manages to change the topic to the usual incoherent chatter that's typical of her. And finally, after passing through the old part of town and testing my patience, we reach our destination in a shorter walk than I'd actually expected. Aussie lives near the town. Aussie lives near the town border. It's a place full of chatlets that some time ago were occupied by a lot of retirees due to the abundant golf courses and good weather. When I ring the doorbell, no butler comes to greet me. Far from it. It's Aussie who, with a nervous voice, invites me over the telecom device to enter since the door is apparently already open. Despite being wealthy, Aussie's family doesn't indulge in much beyond what you can see at first sight. It's not like they need to anyways, considering the short amount of time they usually spend in one single place. Even the interior feels empty when I enter. It's filled with darkness and silence. It's nothing compared to the noise you usually hear at my house. Press any switch in my house, and you'll find the exact disorder and chaos one would expect from a home filled with teenaged girls. Ooh, we have sisters. Oh, interesting. Here, however, as soon as I turn on the lights... Holy fuck! Surprise! I take it back. Yes, today is my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Sheeran! It was actually a couple of days ago, but I guess it makes sense to push the party back to the weekend to celebrate it instead. In general, my birthdays usually have a more familial and reserved atmosphere, something modest and tight-knit. I don't enjoy bombastic parties full of people. In that sense, I guess they got it right. The only people here are the committee members, and I don't see any balloons or decorations anywhere. That doesn't change the fact that all of this is unexpected and unbelievable to me. When was the last time that I had a party like this? It almost feels nostalgic, if that's the correct word. Luce taking so long yesterday and not telling me what she was doing? It seems to me that she was probably organizing this party with the others. After finding out my birthday, Luce talked to Aussie and the others from the committee, and they decided to plan this party. Knowing her, she probably only wanted to know more about the reason that I had to repeat a grade, but every coin has two faces, I suppose. And of course, Ziva is the mastermind behind everything she gets involved with, undoubtedly becoming the main planner of this event. Claire's role was to ensure that I came to Aussie's house as planned, otherwise having to come up with a plan if I decided to resist. And finally Dennis, even though the last time we met was during the committee's meeting, he came here despite nobody really expecting him to, since he's the kind of person who prefers to stay still and be quiet as much as possible. The main theory I have is that he came here for the free food. Watching him as he pigs out is a surefire bet. In less than seconds, the celebration begins and it gains the same harmony, or maybe even more, than we had during the first committee meeting only 1 week ago. In high spirits, the host and homeowner, god damn it, I can't read. The host and homeowner decide to take the reins and ask for everyone to quiet down so that he can announce something. Let's take care of what really matters. Let's start with the first surprise of the day. Aussie goes over to one of the doors leading to the garden that was hidden behind the curtains before continuing his speech. We all know that Sharon isn't very fond of big parties with lots of people or noisy music. However, all of you can probably agree that there's something that everyone enjoys during this time of the year. And you know what I'm talking about because summer is almost here. It'd be sinful not to make the most of these next couple of months and shut yourself within the walls of your house, don't you think? Ozzy prepares himself to open the curtains with a bang. Especially when you're having something as wonderful as a pool party! Rain. Ozzy opens the curtains, revealing a most unexpected storm. It wasn't even raining when I got here, but it seems that the universe hates our host and all of the paraphernalia he has sitting out in his garden right now. We're in the middle of one of those summer storms that always come a couple of months before its season. I've been waiting for this moment for so long, watching the days pass by, awaiting this occasion. It wasn't supposed to rain today. This week, yes, but not today. I made sure of it. Oh, well, that explains why you were so attentive this whole time. Don't worry, it's the thought that counts. I appreciate you wanting to do this for me. Summer is when even the worst perverts can become human beings. When swimsuits are the perfect excuse for women everywhere to show off their assets. When definitely the world in general becomes a better place. Sorry, now I get it. I don't know why I ever believed that you had good intentions. You don't get it! Breasts, compañero! Breasts and fan service! But it was all in vain. Destroyed by a storm. I spit on my screen accidentally. My perfect dream world will never be realized, and my forsaken soul must pass on to the afterlife. I said that in all but one breath. And that's how Ozzy dies, leaving his motionless body on the carpet. You could have tried to hide your plan before dying, you dumbass. All of the girls could hear you.
Don't worry. We already knew about Ozzy's true plan. He gave us calls to make sure that we bring our swimsuits along, and by then he was already switching out other words for breasts and boobs. He's a lost cause.
I feel like I gave her a different voice. Oh well, I don't care. I'll roll with it.
I was just imagining it. With me, he kept asking to see my ID like every 2 seconds for some reason.
Seriously? I don't get it. He didn't mention boobs or anything like that to me. What's wrong? Why are all of you looking at me like that? Leaving aside Luce's sudden spurt of innocence, everyone's eyes return to our host. He manages to revive himself, giving meaning to the phrase, "A bad penny always turns up," and the first thing he does is take me hostage to talk about his treacherous plan. Compañero! We came here to see lots of boobs, and that's what we're going to do. Never give up! Speak for yourself. I came here to lend you my notes. By the way, don't you want them? I have them with me. Forget the notes. Your handwriting sucks and I can't read it anyways. I've come up with the perfect way to give you the ideal party and for me to see boobs at the same time. We can combine the two for a second special surprise. Second surprise? What are you planning and why does it sound terrible? You won't say that after you discover what it is. Ozzy calls for everyone's attention and they respond with hesitant gazes. Please, listen to me. The first pool event has been cancelled for reasons out of my control. However, and I think everyone will agree with this, it would be a pity not to show off your swimsuits after bringing them all the way here. mind. It's not like I feel the urge to show off my body like this is some kind of human exhibition or something.
Yeah, who cares? We'll have the entire summer to go to the pool again later. The important thing now is to have fun. Doing anything with your swimsuit except swimming is stupid. I'll never understand people who go to the beach or pools and don't even touch the water.
Stop talking as if you're all fatties. Every hot girl is legally obliged to show off her hot bod. So we're going to play a game instead. In particular, it's the favorite game of the birthday boy here. You won't deny Sheer some fun after he came all the way to this party, right? The atmosphere in the group declines since nothing good can come from a perverted mind, but being my favorite game and not Aussie's, it might not be so bad. Then why am I still getting chills running down my spine? Everyone already knows about Sheeran's betting and gambling issues, am I right? Hey, they aren't that big of a problem. It wouldn't be healthy to bet money with him being here, and this game has a perfect variation so that all of us can win. Everyone in the room exchanges odd looks, already getting a good idea of what Aussie is probably planning. Strip poker? Is it gonna be strip poker? Is it gonna be strip poker? I'm gonna scream if it's strip poker. Then our host takes us next to a large folding screen, behind which he has been hiding the second event that we've been waiting for. Prepare your best surprised faces because we're going to play. Okay, I'm gonna bet $10. And it's gonna be strip poker. Oh no! Alright, it's poker already. Oh god! He folds the large screen in, revealing a makeshift games room with a large poker table as the main attraction. We all stand still with our jaws on the floor, and Aussie takes the opportunity to press a button which starts playing thematic music to make it seem even more like a casino. Well, where's all the cigarette smoke? We're transported to a small part of Las Vegas in a split second without any of us noticing. Where's the smoking? Where's the smoke? Where's the cigarette smoke? Casinos are notoriously smell like cigarette smoke, and I know this for myself because I've been to Las Vegas to all these casinos, and I know for a fact that they smell like cigarette smoke because even though they say, "Oh, no smoking in here," people smoke in there anyways because they don't give a shit.
I wasn't expecting something bad, but this is nice, Aussie. I was pretty scared when you said you had everything under control.
Poker? Is this your favorite game? I was expecting something else, but I guess it suits you.
Yes, I can totally imagine a ruined Sheeran super in debt in some illegal gambling basement playing poker with slumlords. Until one day the mafia shoots him for not paying them back. Now that would be a great ending for him.
You've just described my ideal death, miss, but that's not the reason I like poker. Money isn't important. It's the bet itself and the power it conveys. That's why I like it. Speaking of money, you aren't planning on going bankrupt because of this party, right, Aussie? How are you planning to distribute the chips? Oh no. Oh no, the music faded out. Oh no. Chips? Compañera, have you gone deaf? No. We aren't betting any money. Far from it, in fact. Oh no. We're playing with something much more valuable. With that which covers my dreams each night. I'm guessing you aren't talking about your sheets. Exactly! This isn't normal poker. Instead, we're playing strip poker! I fucking knew it! I put 2 and 2 together, and it was strip poker. Strip poker. I was right. You owe me $10. Or at least I owe myself $10. I don't know how this works. Give me $10! Every one of you who's watching this, you owe me $10. You have to send it to me or give it to my PayPal account. You owe me $10! We all agree to this! I knew it. The music keeps playing, but no one is able to hear it after listening to what the host has just announced. I knew that Aussie calling me could only mean an ill omen. Oh, strip poker. I was right. I feel... Oh! Do I have to know how to play poker? My turn? Well... Dennis picks up the cards that I dealt him, still confused as he doesn't know how to play. Even though it's a 5-card draw, generally considered the easiest to learn poker variant, the guy's still insecure about playing the game, and he lazily examines the numbers multiple times. Look, I don't know. I don't play poker. I stick, fold, or whatever the word is. This is too complicated. Yep, Aussie somehow managed to convince all of us to play. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Although this is strip poker, we won't end up completely naked. The losers have to change into their swimsuits. I'm happy in a way. Poker is nothing without a bet, and that makes it worthwhile. Truthfully though, I'd never have thought that the group would agree to something so brazen. At least not without getting drunk or high first.
Diz, man, you're so close to getting hit and sunk. You wanna take a dip that badly?
I consider myself a great swimmer, but no. Oh shit, I need to read it slow. I consider myself a great swimmer, but no. Thank you. I really can't handle all of these combinations. Bets, rounds, and who knows what else. I'm a man of the arts, not sciences. And like every other artist, you'll end up in the ruins while I take the jackpot. I not only call, but I also raise with an all-in. Who among you is brave enough to follow me now? Luce, who's winning with the largest amount of chips, was the exact person who proposed this special rule before playing. The loser will not only change into their swimsuit, but will also have to go out in the middle of the storm and take a dip in the pool. For now, it seems like it's working out for her.
You want to leave us in ruins, Luce? I have good cards, but I'd like to play, but I don't know what to do.
It would sure be a pity to leave the game going like this. I interrupt the girls' conversation, who then intently turn towards me. The first one to lose will be the one who receives the worst punishment, so nobody really wants to chance it. The three of you are banded together because you'd prefer if it's one of us guys who loses first. You haven't even tried to play when the others have a good hand. It's a shame because there are a lot of good hands you haven't played, and it's annoying not to play when you finally get the cards that you wanted. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to convince us to play against each other? I shrugged, trying not to divulge any more information. Interesting. Okay then, ladies. I bet everything you have to.
What are you saying, Luce? If they decide not to play this round, then... All right, I'll do it, Luce. Seriously? You too, Claire? Fine, I'll join in too then. I really hope you know what you're doing.
You don't get it, Ziva. The rule's that the first loser is the one who has to get in the pool. Who has the least amount of chips? Guilty here. Neither Nasi nor I have really been very lucky yet. If we play this round and lose, we'll be totally obliterated. Let's add a new clause to the bet. Boys against girls, but we won't take Dennis into the equation since he's already folded. Go big or go home. If one of us wins, you two will be eliminated and you both have to endure the punishment. On the contrary, if one of you manages to win, the three of us will be eliminated and we'll all have to jump into the pool. What do you say? Austin slams his fist against the table. He's probably having a seizure from whatever may be happening in his imagination. Oh my god. The bet's tempting, especially if we consider the possibility of turning the tables on the game when we're currently losing, but it won't be a walk in the park. If the three of them have wagered, then it must mean that they all have really good cards. Also, we're 2 against 3, so we're at a disadvantage via probability. We accept. We accept the bet! Both Shira and I'll play with everything we've got. Hey, don't accept just like that. Are you crazy? Compañero, I have faith in the two of us. When are we going to have a chance like this again? I have face palm and sigh. Okay, let's do this. I have to take off my glasses for this because I can't face palm with glasses on. I'll smear the glass lenses. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? There you go. That was a satisfying slap on the forehead. Or face. There you go. There you go. Sound effects. I'm the sound effects master. The girls, however, seem happy when they see my reaction. Victory must be in their hands, and if that wasn't enough, there's no going back since Aussie has already agreed to their terms. In for a penny, in for a pound, it's all in the hands of Lady Luck now. Or at least that's what I want to think then. At least that's what I want them to think.
If everything's clear, then you can start anytime, Moose. After all of us have agreed to your terms. You must have some really good cards if you start all of this.
Lou smirks, confidently gesturing as she answers. You're right, my friend. Have at you. Oh, nice! I like how it comes out like that. Nice. Ta-da! What is this? Is this all good? Lou swells with pride, chuckling as she reveals her hand to us.
Full house!
Everywhere you look, everywhere's a heart, somebody needs you. I don't know. 2 queens and 3 sevens. Is that a lot? Same.
Of course it.
I farted with my mouth. Sorry about that.
Of course it is. It should be obvious at first sight. I'm glad that you're on our team, Moose. Otherwise, I'd be pulling my hair out right now.
Of 2 guys who must be about to do that. Isn't that right? Luce looks at me, but I put on my poker face, trying not to give her any hints about my hand. Aussie, on the other hand, wears the face of an unshakable beast. I can almost see the fire in his eyes burning off the clothes that stand between him and his biggest dream. We both know that this game is far from over, but far from over not until all of the cards have been revealed. Well, you're next, Eva. What do you have?
I would love to say that I have good cards, but it's just a straight.
Hey, isn't that rare? Why is it just a straight?
I'd agree with you otherwise, but with a full house in play, it's useless.
Seriously? Is a full house that great?
There are only 2 cards combinations that can beat a full house.
Oh shit, I thought that was loose. No, that is loose. I thought that was Eva. Sorry. Let me reread that. I'm so sorry. There are only 2 cards combinations that can beat a full house. Well, the best combination is usually divided into royal and non-royal versions, but they're so hard to get that you probably won't see them.
Boo.
Why the long
face, Claire? It's nothing. My cards are... Oh yeah! Show us your hand, come on. Mine aren't really that great after what you've shown. I shouldn't have bet everything I had on this hand. Go on, it doesn't matter. We're only playing for fun. Remember, we're a team, and As long as one of us wins, it's enough. If you say so, here I go. They're small numbers, but I hope they still have some value. What's wrong? What's with that face?
That's 4 of a kind. 4 6s. Is that bad? Say something already.
Bad? There's 4 of every number and she got 4 6 cards. What do you think?
Do you remember when I told you that only 2 combinations are better than a full house? This is one of them. 4 of a kind. It's basically a guaranteed win situation.
Seriously? I thought it was worse than your cards because I only used 4 cards while you used 5. But if it was good, then that's great. I know I'm the one who said that we're a team, but for some reason I don't like this result. At least we won, and that means that...
Aussie starts dramatically slapping the table and laughing like a villain. Let's do this. I hope you all heard that, because that hurt my hand a little bit. Ow.
What's wrong with him now?
Is he choking? I told you that corn nuts are too hard. Now that guy's dying and it's all our faults. All of our faults. Maybe he's laughing to try not to cry since he lost.
I'd say that he's lost his mind. Keep anything sharp that he can reach away from him.
Aussie finally calms down. He makes a gesture to signal us to let him speak, but it takes a few more moments until he can actually talk. Till he can finally talk. Is that all you've got? Because that can only mean one thing. The boys' team is the winner! The other side of the table looks at Aussie shocked. What the hell? Even I give him the same look. He hadn't picked up a penny, but it seems that even the biggest idiot can be lucky from time to time. Alright, girls, drop the chips in your clothes because this is over. Tonight we'll have some fresh breasts for dinner. Sweep! I win! Ouch! Why are you smacking me, compañero? Stop it! Can someone explain what a sweep is?
It's from a completely different game.
I see. Don't come over here to smack me too, Dennis! Oh my god, that's so lovely.
There's one person who hasn't shown their cards. And in your hand?
Will you tell us what you have, or would you prefer to give up? I take my time as if I'm not really sure what I should say. Then I place my cards in a small pile face down on the table and keep my index finger on one of them. On top of them. I don't really know. How about we find out? Drag the first card towards me with my finger, and when it's at the table, end of the table, I press against the other side with my thumb. Then, with a quick wrist movement, I flip it over and put it on the middle of the table for everyone to see. Oh.
The 10 of spades. Nice. And what's next?
If you keep revealing your cards at this speed, we're going to die of boredom. I ask for silence by placing my index finger over my lips. I've already said that I don't know what will come of this, but let's have some patience and see what's next after that lone 10 of spades. My finger moves from my lips back to the pile, mimicking the gesture I made before to reveal the next card.
Jack of spades. I don't get it. Is that useful?
Claire and Dennis seem to have no idea of what's coming. Luce and Ziva, however, gulp loudly, realizing what those two cards must signify. Ah! Of course, sheer! You, this round, you! Aussie finally realizes it. He has played poker with me before, so he should remember what I'm about to do. But enough talking. Silence is golden. How about I just show all of them my next card? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no.
No, 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 no! You're kidding! It can't be!
Hey, what's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Why the commotion? Do you remember how I told you that there are only 2 combinations more valuable than a full house? One of those is 4 of a kind, and the other is a straight flush. A straight, but all of the cards share the same suit. There are 2 versions, the normal one that's just a straight flush and the royal one that goes from 10 to ace. Oh, but it's impossible to get. But it's almost impossible to get. A lot of people don't get one in their entire lives. It's impossible that you got one. Impossible? No, but it's true that the odds are less than 4 and 2. And 4 and 2.5 million. A truly ridiculous number. You would have to have a real miracle to get a card combination like that. Good thing I've never believed in them.
No, it's a king! If the next card is an ace, then...
I love you, compañero. I knew I could trust you. I just knew it!
I didn't want to agree to this. I told you so. It would have been better to play it safe.
You must be cheating! This is impossible! This is all part of your plan! You manipulated me into changing the wager knowing that you were about to win the round! In fact, you dealt the cards this round. If all of us had suddenly gotten good cards, it was so that... Does it matter, Luce? I finally speak after being silent this entire time and everyone listens to me carefully. Do you have any proof that I cheated while dealing out the cards or anything like that? I fear not, so complaining about cheating after the bet is settled is quite impolite, even coming from you. Did I complain when you were winning during all of the previous rounds thanks to your illegal girls alliance? Liz bites her lip now knowing that she can't say anything about the situation. Alright, let's see that ace of spades and end all of this. This time it's not my index finger, but my entire palm that covers the final card sitting on the table. I slowly drag it towards me until my thumb can grab it, ready to turn it over. When it comes to bets, I always take them seriously. Only a fool would truly leave their destiny in the hands of Lady Luck. Game over! Behold my final card! Oh my god, are you serious? Oh my god. I was thinking in my head, I'm like, it's not going to be the ace of spades. It's not going to be the ace of spades. It's going to be some random card from something else. And I knew it. Blue eyes, white capada, TM. And here's my and oh wow, nice. Nice. That's the game's when you load up the game, that's the first thing that you see. So that's like the logo. And here's my dentistry business card. Cool, huh? Compañero, what the fuck? Pressure gets the best of me, and it's always when it matters that I mess up. Why do you think I never go to casinos to get rich? I'm sorry, please don't be mad. Mad? I would never do that to you, buddy. I'm gonna kill you! Where's my fan service? Look who's talking, Mr. Sweep. I gave you the cards for a flush. Which cards did you discard? I'm sure it was because of that my cards got messed up. Well, we'll see who's going to flush who. Come at me, bro. Give me your best shot, dolt. And now they fight. Maybe Claire wasn't so far off when she said that thing about the mafia. Oops, I touched my mic. I could totally see the birthday boy going bankrupt from gambling, too.
It's not like that's how it always ends. It's not like that's how it always ends. It's just part of the clandestine poker experience. I find it fascinating, especially considering that I won.
Yes,
Yes, Claire, yes. You did win.
yeah, I got her. I got fucking Claire's list from there.
Yes, Claire, yes. You did win! It's unnecessary for you to keep rubbing it in our faces. Nobody is going to win if those two get hurt. Diz, stop them or something. I don't want to get involved. Diz?
Dennis takes one of the cards off of the table and looks at it, giggling while lost in thought. He puts it back where he found it and replies to Ziva. Sorry, what did you say?
What did you look at? Can't you see what those two are doing?
Nothing. On my way. I still don't really get poker's rules, but I think that I understand it a bit better now.
If you say so.
Dennis manages to stop us with the most effective method there is to suppress two aggressive men. 2 good smacks on the head. Ouch! Okay, I've got it. We'll stop. Hey, ladies, do you remember something about a bet you might have made where the 2 losers have to do something? I can't seem to remember what it was. Can either of you?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Something about swimsuits, maybe? And something else, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's somehow related to the outdoor pool. But with this storm, no one sane would agree to do that, since they could end up totally soaked and freezing.
No one, huh? I didn't bring a swimsuit anyway, so we'll have to leave it for another day. A pity, truly a pity.
Time to dip!
But the swimsuit.
You can borrow one from Aussie. Don't worry about it.
Do I have to wear one of his? You can always shoot me instead so that I don't have to suffer. The girl's no longer open to any negotiations. Push us around the house until we reach Aussie's room. Don't take too long, we're waiting. I can hear the laughter and the taunting coming from the other side of the door. But the worst part comes when Aussie shows me the kinds of swimsuits he has. They're all Speedos! Speedos! What did you expect? These are the best swimwear to show off with at the beach. Leave shorts and trunks for the old fishermen. But this is too tight. Would James Bond go on a mission without his gun? You must be ready to pull out your gun at any moment! I can tell you of several missions where James Bond didn't. Don't take your pants off without warning! What the hell? Compañero, please. I have such a gorgeous body. Witness the remarkable beauty of my muscles. The following events have been censored for the well-being of sensible minds. Sorry for the inconvenience. God damn it, I wanted to know! I'm here, shivering and soaked, and you give the only towel we have to loose. But I could die from the cold. You trying to kill me or what? You're the one who splashed me out there, so it's your fault. But it was you who pushed me into the pool. It only splashed like a few drops of water in you, and now I'm... Stop being such a wimp. We pushed Aussie in there too, and he's not complaining. Breasts. I can see them on the other side of the light. I think Aussie is suffering from an afterlife revelation right now. So he doesn't count. Also, his average body temperature could melt the Arctic Circle. He doesn't need any help with warming up. Compañero, my time has come. Forgive me for what happened before. At least from now on, you won't have to live in the shadow of my beauty and appeal. I hope you remember me forever. Let's just say that you were amusing. Sometimes.
Can't you do anything without making it dramatic? It's only water. For the love of God. Come on, Luce. Give a towel to those two poor losers.
I accidentally take the towel from Luce's hands the exact way you expect to on your own birthday, with total disdain. I get dry as soon as possible, but when I bend over to dry off my legs, I can feel someone's shadow cowering over me, their eyes silently staring at me.
Hey, Sharon. You alright?
I don't understand Claire's question, especially considering that she was one of the most excited about pushing me into the pool despite her usual shyness. I thought that she might be feeling regretful, but Luce suddenly joins her, so it's nearly confirmed that it's not about remorse. It's true, I didn't notice it. What's that? I follow their gazes until I reach my right leg, discovering the reason for their astonishment. Oh, I guess it's inevitable to find out. After all, anybody would be taken aback after noticing the long white scar that goes from my calf to my ankle, then finally to my knee. It's an old battle scar from an accident I had while fighting in Vietnam, or NAM for short. Nothing to worry about. We all have our brutal moments from time to time, right? The girls respond with skepticism and desire to know more about how I managed to get such a wound. But does it hurt? I didn't know that you had such a big scar. I lower my chin and my lips break into a small smile. No, Luce, it doesn't hurt. From time to time it may, but it's nothing for you to worry about.
Are you sure about that, Sharon?
Claire's response is distrustful. Anyone could feel the curiosity from those two girls filling the atmosphere. I don't need to come up with any more excuses though, since Dennis does it for me. If he says it's nothing, then it's nothing. Don't be so persistent. Let me guess. You want to finish up here so that you can get back to the grub, right? I won't deny that. But on the other hand, I think it's a bad idea to worry so much about something that may or may not have happened due to a random incident. Let bygones be bygones. Isn't that right, Sheer?
Well, the party's still on or what? Is the party still on or what? This is supposed to be a birthday celebration.
And I must remind all of you that it's for me, although I've been stuck in the Speedo for a while.
The idea was for you to stay like that all day and then... What? Don't look at me like that. I was joking. Go change to something decent. We'll wait for you here.
Afterwards, once I've recovered my pants and my dignity, two key elements that usually go together, I return to the main hallway. There's another surprise awaiting me there. Something essential for every birthday party. Presents. Everything starts out really promising. I'm sitting in front of a good amount of boxes and envelopes with all of the guests' best wishes. But little by little, I find out how their best wishes may not really be all that generous. A used box of tissue. Used? Excuse me, are those tissues covered in jizz? Excuse me? That's nasty. A rancid grapefruit, a pen with no ink, some expired coupons. I thought that said condoms, or and a dirty magazine. I mean, they're all most definitely memorable presents, but not for the right reasons. What's your problem with my magazine? I could think of millions, but let's start with the basics. Why did you have to put a ribbon right there? Because there is where it matters, Sheer. I can't accept a dirty magazine like this one as a present. Why not? It's one of my favorites. I've had it for so many years. That's precisely the biggest issue! Okay, but seriously, is this a joke? Maybe. I just wanted to tease you a little for sure. This is the real present, I promise. Luce brings out a simple light brown cardboard box. It really isn't very promising at first sight. I open it, expecting nothing good, and even then they've still somehow managed to disappoint me. Empty? Seriously? Since you were so happy on the day we met with you stalking me inside that cardboard box, I thought you liked these things, yes? You're going to hold that against me forever, huh? I'd love to see your face if someone gave you an empty box for your birthday. Wait a second. Cher was hiding inside of a cardboard box? When did that happen?
Oh, Diz, you didn't know? Didn't you know? The day they met, Endon was camouflaging himself inside of a cardboard box to stop Luce, although I can't remember why it even happened in the first place.
Unfortunately, I do, and quite well. I wanted to get back the figurine that I lost in the mail, and a mysterious hinted that Luce was involved. I wonder whose fault that was. I stared directly at Claire, who feigns ignorance by looking the other way while curling her skirt around her fingers. Now that you've reminded me, you told me that you never got your package, right? Luce snaps her fingers as she seems to remember something as she looks at me. My sister told me about a neighbor from the apartment building in front of ours, and you know what? It seems that not too long, she got a package similar to the one you told me about. What? Are you kidding me? It's no joke. At first I didn't realize it, but maybe it's the exact same one that you've been waiting for? That would be weird, but I can check. Can I still speak with your neighbor? Does she still have it? Well, the situation is kind of complicated. She kept thinking it was for one of her neighbors, that it was mistakenly delivered to her address, so she hasn't opened it yet. But she's not home. She went on vacation a few days ago. Goodbye, my hope. I hardly knew ye. At least you have a hint now. And she should be back home in a couple weeks. Although I can't quite imagine how the package ended up getting there. You really have no luck at all. I bury my face in my hands, trying to hide my shame and my murderous intent. That last one is dedicated to a certain someone who's holding the brim of her hat and whistling, seemingly intent on staring at nothing in particular. I'm starting to believe that all of this birthday stuff was some sort of strategy to shorten my lifespan.
You may want to take a look deep inside before talking, Endon.
I bewilderedly turn my eyes towards an obliging Ziva. Deep inside? With that question in mind, I take a peek inside the box again. After pushing against the bottom of the box, something falls out, which I then pick up. Up! Pick up. It's another smaller letterbox with its thick line drawn across the center. I open it, and inside of the box I find an elegant hardcover notebook, bound with fabric. It even has a slim blue bookmark sticking out from its pages, begging for me to discover the contents hidden inside. And on that page are notes from all of the people that are by my side right now. Thanks. Thank you all. This is better than I ever could have imagined. Come on, keep it real. It's just a notebook. We wanted to keep it simple and make sure that it was something we'd like.
We wanted something personal, something that you could use, but isn't overly expensive. And since we knew that you were running out of pages in your old notebook, you already know how birthday presents are. If they're too expensive, then it can become a pain when it's your turn to give.
Hey, I want a proper present when my birthday comes. I'm the next one in line after all. And there's no going back. Once you accept that notebook, you can't return it. And I want my present when it's my turn. Are we clear?
We still have all our chances. From now on, we'll celebrate all of our birthdays together. Isn't that right, Endon?
Well, we'll see.
Don't tell me we'll see. It has already been decided. We have to keep in touch even after we all finish high school.
So that you can keep experimenting on me? By the way, I'm grateful for the new notebook, but I'd like to get my old one back now, too. I noticed when I changed clothes earlier that it was no longer in my pocket.
What? No! Who would do something like that? You probably lost it or something.
That's right, we never read your notebook without your permission. Why would you assume something like that? Look who's talking. Did you really believe that I wouldn't realize that you'd take that opportunity after forcing me to get naked? As if you'd accept playing strip poker without an ulterior motive.
What are you saying? Who do you think we are? I see help.
Don't worry, my darling. I have everything under control. Compañero, forget about presents. Let's move on to the next event. This one's no breasts. You've been obsessed with them all night and it always turns out badly in the end. How can you say that? Since his birth, man has been bound to women's breasts. Any man that tries to deny that fact is... Thinking about it, could only be one reason for a man to deny the most valuable feminine feature. Don't tell me that you're gay! Maybe we should have picked up a pink-colored notebook. Great stereotyping!
He didn't deny it. Sharon, why didn't you tell us before?
Oh,
You deny it! Sharon, why didn't you tell us before?
I'm not gay, damn it! However, you're rejecting a great pair of breasts. Isn't that right? I haven't rejected. Then prove to us that you love breasts!
Yes, prove it!
How can I prove? Grow Claire's chest! Oh my god.
Oh my god! Yes! Group them up! No, wait. Something's wrong. But what is it?
Not one of you is saying. Note, no breasts were hurt and by no means touched during the rest of the party. Glad to know that. Glad to know that. God. Grip my breasts! Wait, something's wrong. Some might say it was singing. I'd call it deafening noise. In search of peace, I go outside, and even though it stopped raining, I wouldn't have minded getting soaked again if it meant getting away from them. I'm sorry, Ziva, but you're tone deaf. It was this or burning the karaoke. The aroma of geosin floods my senses as soon as I enter the garden, which is now illuminated by the shining lights attached to the house and placed within the pool. There, mesmerized by the serenity of the moment, someone else walks along the white, ceramic edge of the pool, her reflection carelessly showing upon the surface. She notices my presence as soon as I approach her, and she turns around surprisedly. Oh hey, it's Lou. It's you! Shouldn't you be inside enjoying your birthday party? When she's done speaking, her gaze once again drifts to the surface of the water. I prefer to keep my eardrums as safe and as far away from Ziva's singing as possible, and I don't think it's just me. She livens up a little too much during parties and doesn't realize that her voice is beyond awful. Please understand. On the other hand, when I think about the suffering that the rest must be enduring, it's sad. Who would have guessed that you can feel pity? Knowing you, I'd say that you enjoy watching others suffer. Only you. It's so sweet to indulge. Well, aren't you just a comedian? I do try to level with my audience. But I might have crossed the line here. Luz crouches down next to the pole and lowers her voice. I can't get an answer by looking at the contour of her hair, so I decide to get closer to get her to get a good view of her face. Be honest, you're jealous. Jealous of who or what? You're jealous of my super cheating at poker skills. I might have failed with the very last step, but what I did still wasn't easy. I even gave all three of you some really great hands. How can you still be so optimistic after how wrong everything went for you earlier? Do you realize that the first step of solving a problem is to admit that you have one? Let's just say that I'm having an unlucky streak, but I know what I'm doing. Winning depends on the person. There seems to be a discrepancy between your theory and reality. I'm being serious. I could give you an example, or better yet, we can make a bet on it. You can make a bet on it. Don't you realize that that's exactly the problem? Fine, we'll bet whatever you want. I'll win anyways. I take the deck of cards we used earlier out of one of my pockets and present it to Luz. The game's simple. I take a card and then try to throw it above the house's roof while standing right here. If it goes above the roof, I win. If it can't reach, you win. Simple, huh? Let me see. I don't trust you yet. Luz takes the cards from my hand, ensuring that I'm not stealing any tricks within them. Once she finishes, she checks the distance to the building. It's about 30 feet from where I stand. Considering that's a two-floor mansion, that's a pretty large distance to keep in mind. Before you start, I'd like to try it out myself. Do you mind if I throw some as well? Throw some as a test? As many as you want. She holds the deck with her left hand, then lifts her right arm over her head with the first card clasped between her fingers, and using all of her strength, she tries to throw it. However, the card doesn't make it past her feet. Wait a second, I'm sure that there must be a technique to it, like those guys who throw cards into hats. Liz tries that over and over again in every single way that she can think of. None give positive results. Even when she's lucky with the wind in her position, that a card could actually manage to fly that distance and height is almost impossible. They're too slim, so the moment they bend, the wind resistance causes it to fall. In any case, Liz doesn't really trust me at all, especially considering that I'm the one who proposed the bet, so she decides to add her own rules. I'm pretty sure that there must be crazy experts out there breaking records every day, so there must be a technique to this. The point is, even like that, I doubt that you can actually do it. To be safe, I'll only give you one chance. If you miss, then you lose. No retries allowed. That was the plan from the beginning. Not so fast. I also want you to throw it from even farther away, 5 steps backwards. I'm positive that you have the distance measured. I can't make it easy for you. You don't take any chances. Okay, I'll try it. I don't walk away from my bets like a coward. You can't take it back now, you know. We haven't even established the most important thing yet either. What do I get if I win? I haven't put much thought into it, but I'd be so much as ready to wear that Speedo again. And going home wearing Speedo? Is your cruelty limitless or what? You're the one who chose the game, so I'm the one who decides the wagers. Okay, whatever. For my prize, I just want you to tell me what's wrong. Nothing has been wrong. What makes you think that? If there's nothing wrong, then you don't have anything to lose. Win-win, don't you think? Luz puts one of her hands on her waist, tilting her head indecisively. Her eyes grow sharp, and she decides to put the deck back in my hand without letting go of them. I didn't realize that you worried about others so much. I don't. Let's just say it's part of my evil plan. She smiles, pleased, allowing me to take back the deck of cards. I copy Lucy's previous movements, taking the deck in my left hand and holding the first card above me with my right hand. I stand as far away as she requested, and I use her safe position to ready the card with my right arm bent behind my back. My head, and then throw the card with all my strength. The rectangular object flies up, restlessly spinning around and flies over the rooftop, making me the clear winner. Flew away like it was nothing. How did you do it? I can't tell you. It'd be less special. Come on, don't be such a schmuck. Tell me, it's not like I could learn it in one day. You must have practiced really hard to learn that. Not as much as you think. I could tell you, but I need you to admit that I've won first. Okay, let's say that you won. I still can't trust when you say things like that. Good to know, because you probably don't really want to know that what I actually threw was one of these. Oh wow. I open one of my hands, revealing not your usual playing card, but something closer to a hard plastic card. To be exact, it's a key card like the ones they use in hotels. And with a magician's gesture, the card multiplies, revealing 5 in total. I always take some of these when I find them, and since they're similar in size and color, it's easy to pass them off as playing cards. While they're flying, it's impossible to see what I actually threw. Plus, these cards have the advantage of being more solid and thick. Basically, you tricked me. I'm not really sure about it being fair, but I'll accept it for now. There must be something wrong if you gather garbage like that all the time. You should recycle them instead of throwing them. It's not garbage if it has a use. Part of the trick is that nobody expects you to have something like these. I finally win, and now you're trying to make me look bad. Bad? No, you've got it wrong. I'm only saying the facts. It's you who's misunderstanding me. Do you remember the basketball match, for example? You told me that I probably loved that sport a lot. Well, surprise, I quit it. Luce folds her arms, speaking in a natural tone while faking a smile. She takes her time before saying anything else, and I give her as much time as she may need, knowing that she's just honoring her part of the bet we made. She inhales and starts walking alongside the pool as she explains. After so many years of playing, I realized that something had changed. It wasn't the same as before. That's what made me lie about my injury on that day, skipping the training sessions. I realized something simple. I feel indifferent about basketball. It's not like I wanted to go pro, nor did I have any kind of special relationship with my team. So thinking about the huge amount of time I had to dedicate to that game made the whole thing feel ridiculous. I don't think it was a waste of time. You can learn from anything, and I have some fond memories of it, but I still can't stop wondering about it. All the dreams I had in the past, and I will have in the future. Give it my best. Put in effort. I'll do everything to reach the moment where I can say that I finally have an objective, a reason to fight and keep going. Like anyone else my age, I was questioning what my next steps will be from here on out. Nothing abnormal, nothing interesting for you to hear. Have I bored you yet? Have I bored you enough yet, or not? I get closer to Luce, making us stand face to face. What are you doing? It's part of my evil plan. Oh, what? What? I'm scared about this. I place my hands on her shoulders, strongly gripping them. I can feel her breathing quicken, and my heartbeat follows with a similar tempo. What? Excuse me, what is going on? Excuse me, what? Our pupils dilate, our faces grow red. Nothing's gonna happen. I swear, nothing's gonna happen. Our faces grow red. I swallow nervously, then moisten my lips with the tip of my tongue. Just the tip. I open them once I get closer to her, and then I whisper, Vendetta. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes! I push loose into the pool. I can see her surprised expression as she falls, and a smirk breaks out on my face for having finally obtained my long-awaited revenge. Oh my god, I knew it. Nothing was gonna happen. Not so fast! However, she managed to grab the sleeve of my shirt as she's falling, her grip sturdy enough to destabilize me, causing me to fall with her. In the end... Great. We both fall into the pool. Oh! When I come up for air, I see her. Great thumbnail image. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. I'm glad I'm playing this. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Give me a few seconds. Wonderful. Okay. When I come up for air, I see her. Tiny water droplets dance around her silhouette, reflecting the light from the pool's underwater lights, highlighting her figure. Her soaked clothes stick to her shimmering skin, captivating me as if she's the only being currently in existence under this moonless night. My jaws drop, causing me to accidentally swallow some water until I eventually manage to ground myself so that I don't drown. She looks at me, her eyes filled with a lot of confusion. But after exchanging looks, the only thing we can do is laugh. Vendetta, could you possibly get any stupider? Lou splashes some water at me in a pointless attempt to look angry. Aren't you the one who's always bringing justice? There's no older law than an eye for an eye. She shakes her head in denial and brushes her hair away with her hands, clearing her face. I might have lied about that a little. Oh. Embarrassed, her lips seem to shrink. She bites her lower lip and turns to face a different direction while murmuring something. You take a screenshot of this too, like goddamn those ass though. Oh goddamn, don't you love seeing a soaked girl? She's so wet. She's so wet because of this. Haha. Sex jokes. Haha. Yay. Nice music though, like god. This game has really good music. I love it. I wonder if they have a soundtrack thing available. Everything's easier when accompanied by pleasant surrounding words, pleasant sounding words. Knowing that you're doing the right thing because it's just too convenient, right? We stand in silence. Only the sound of our movements in the water interrupts it! There's a path created by friends and family that's too good not to be taken, but you get to a point where you worry so much about being on that path that you start to hide even the most harmless things from them, like me withdrawing. I don't think it was justice that I really wanted, nor even recognition, but to follow the easiest path. I just justified it with lies. There's so much lies in this game, and in my case, a lie I pretended was called effort. And now I worry about whether or not I was right, and if I was only taking art seriously because I wanted to escape the chance of failure or discovering that it's not for me, just like with basketball. I don't want to look at you and have to admit my mistake in choosing this path. It wouldn't be fair after all I've made you go through, and it would also be a pity, because I love teasing you. Luz tilts her head, bringing one of her fingers up to her chin in one of her wild expressions that always manages to make an impression on me. Her sharp eyes petrify me, leaving only the distant murmurs from the house and the small waves in the pool to accompany her indecisive yet embarrassed expression. What I'll never know is if it's of embarrassment from her own words or because of the transparency of her clothes. Well, at least she's not wearing white. Somehow I feel responsible for it, and I try to continue from where she left off. You may be wrong. Nobody can be sure about their own feelings, about if what they feel is real or not. In my opinion, if you put so much effort into something only to keep it a secret, then that must mean it matters to you, right? She gets closer to me, floating with a subtle and gentle jump, keeping our eyes on par with each other. She makes me nervous, so I try to take a step backward, now leaving me standing on only a single toe.
Ah. I thought you were crazy at first, so I went with the flow because I was looking to have some distracting fun. However, you're still here. I'd like to propose something. It may be a bit late to do it now, and selfish coming from me, but we've already kind of become associates, so I have a favor to ask of you. Luz comes even closer to me, to the point that I can feel her hands brushing against me through the soft waves in the pool. I want to see how far we can get together, what we can learn about each other, what I can get from it now that I can draw with someone by my side.
Ooh. She's so close that I can even hear the water droplets dripping off of her face, so close that I can smell the scent of her skin leaking out from her pores and into the water. Oh, what? Excuse me? What is this? Is this a love confession?
Will you stay with me until the end, Sheer?
Sheer? I step back again, losing the small margin that had once allowed me to breathe. Luz looks at me perplexedly, and this time I can't give her an eloquent or sarcastic response as we usually do with each other, because I'm drowning.
What the?
Oh, great. We drowned. Luz grabs me just in time and manages to pull me out of the water so that I can grab the edge of the pool and support myself. I manage to get out, lie down on the floor, and recover my stamina. What happened? Why were you suddenly drowning? I like how her hair's down. Luz stands next to me, still soaked, and I try to answer her even though my lungs feel completely empty. Couldn't reach. I pushed you into the pool earlier and you were fine. It might have been in the shallow part, but... You can't swim? I lower my head embarrassedly and say nothing. You can't swim? Oh! Could you be any more useless? Sneering as only she can, she goes to grab me a towel and throws it in my direction afterwards. Use this. I'll go inside to get another towel. Luz says goodbye, still laughing about discovering another weakness that she can use against me from now on. The sound of the sliding door closing leaves me alone in the garden, sitting near the edge of the pool. And earlier they told me that there was only one towel. I observed the pool, silently thinking about what had just happened. Now that I think about it, that was the first time she ever used my name. Oh. Wow. Oh wow, this has been an hour, 23 minutes. Oh my god. I was thinking about just, going through all of this, the birthday stuff first, but, I don't know if this is still it, but I think that's going to be it for today's episode, because holy shit, this is a long episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode of 1000 Lies, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye! Street poker, yeah!